for someone that might be intending to do a family reunion visa, what advice would you like to give to the person?
One advice I would give is ensure you have, I think our visa process took same day my wife applied for visa. We also did for the family reunion visa. Lo and behold,
when you are applying for family reunion visa, make sure that
I see couples, age couples, dressing so sexy.
Right, guys, you're welcome back to this YouTube channel. I'm having special guests on this channel. Everything they're going to be sharing is something that every one of us on this channel are going to be gleaning from. Sitting in front of me right now is a beautiful couple. So you're welcome to this channel. It's a pleasure having you. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. My name is Abu Edleojo, and with me my beautiful wife.
My name is Abu Busayo.
So, Ma, do you want to tell us about your studentship? Like, how do you find yourself in Brazil?
Okay, to the glory of God, me and my husband have been searching for opportunity to study abroad. We've tried like 2 countries, and it's not working for us. And one day my husband just called me and said he saw from your channel a scholarship called GCUB,
okay,
and that we try it out. Then we put both our eyes together. Then we started working on it, and at the end of the day, everything was successful. And I just discovered that I opened my eyes and I'm here in Brazil.
Wow, so that's a fantastic one. I strongly believe too that a lot of effort would have gone down the application and everything, but the bottom line is that here you are today with your husband and with your kids as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are in Brazil. So so some people are actually of the opinion that it's not possible for one to invite their dependents if you are a scholarship holder. But I think, do you want to say something about that a little bit?
Thank you, sir, for that beautiful question. Sincerely, studying in Brazil is a great opportunity. And one of the blessings is Brazil make it possible for a student in Brazil or a scholarship recipient to come down to Brazil with his or her families. It's a very, very possible process. So that's what we are enjoying.
Okay, so beside the fact that one can actually travel with dependents to Brazil under the premise of scholarship, do you want to share a little bit into the what motivated you guys to applying for this scholarship?
It's all right. What actually motivated us was that just like my wife said, we've tried Portugal, we've also tried Russia, and it has always been our heart to travel out from Nigeria based on a lot of things. We consider the future of our kids. So when we tried Portugal and Russia and it didn't work out, we saw, just like you said, through your channel, I was just going through YouTube one day and I saw something about GCUB. So first time actually. So I checked other YouTubers and I told my wife, hey, there is an application going on. Can we just apply? So she agreed with me. We sat together for good 3 days. It was a tough preparation. We did everything ourselves, and to God's glory, our name came out as a recipient, and here are we today.
Wow. Oh, that's fantastic. That's a very good one. So I'm happy that both of you are together like as family. But then you recently joined your wife. How many months does it take before he joined? And before he joined, how was coping?
Well, to me, I can say now FRC in Portuguese, it's not easy for me, leaving my family behind. No, I've not been like that because I've not traveled long like that before. Yes, even if I want to travel, maybe just for program, 4 days, 3 days, I'm at home. But this leaving my family just for like 5 months, it's a tough war. It's not easy for me, especially my kids that they so much love me, leaving them behind. It's not easy for me. But I just spent like 5 months before my family joined me. And I'm so happy and I'm amazed when I saw them.
Don't talk about the happy part. Let me ask your husband one question before we even get to how you felt when you eventually united together. So, sir, do you think that the time you guys were apart, would you describe it as one of the hardest parts in your relationship?
Thank you very much, sincerely. Very, very difficult, but to God's glory, it's all end in joy, but it wasn't easy.
So eventually, man, when you finally know that your husband and your kids are arriving, tell me, how was it?
In fact, even the day the visa came out, if you see the way I was dancing here, as if I don't know. I said I will not even open my door today. I was dancing because a lot of challenges, and at the end of the day when we overcame, I was just dancing and rejoicing, thanking God that it's finally.
Yeah.
It's ended. Yes.
Yeah, glory be to God. So now I want to ask you another question, man. How was it so far as a student? How have you been coping? Can you just shed a little light into your life as a student in Brazil? Just,
With my family or without my family?
No, you are the student. So,
okay.
Just tell us life as a student in Brazil.
Well, life as a student in Brazil, it's, let me say, number one, the only problem that I'm facing here is language barrier. And with me, or for me, I don't find it difficult to relate with other colleagues in the school around me, because they see me as someone that wants to learn and mingling with them, talking with them, going out with them. They are so simple to relate with. They are not so hard like that. I find it easy. Even my lecturers, we are friends. They assisted me so much when the first time I entered to Brazil, but to the glory of God, everything is just fine. I don't feel inferior. I see myself belong among them together and working together and doing things together. Even the environment, the school environment, is making me to feel like I want to know more and I want to learn more.
That's fantastic. So from what you've said now, you just made me to realize that Brazil is actually a good place to study, but one has to be intentional about the language.
Yes, because that's I can say that is the only challenge that I'm facing, and I know that since I'm here for study, I will make sure that I face it squarely, and it's something one can overcome, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Would you quickly, before we proceed, mention the name of your channel so people that are watching can get to know about it?
All right, thank you, sir. Our YouTube channel name is Family Lifestyle with Eliojo Busayo.
Family Lifestyle with Eliojo. You can see it on the screen right there.
Yeah. All right. We started the channel while we're in Nigeria, and it's all about our family, our life back home in Nigeria, our parenting, and just all about our family.
Since you came to Brazil, how have you been adjusting? Because I know you don't speak Portuguese before now. I wouldn't know, maybe you have been learning. Probably your wife has told you you have to start learning this language. So how have you been coping since you came?
Sincerely, this language matter is actually the only thing that anyone who wants to excel in Brazil must not take for granted. So before my wife came into Brazil, we registered with one online class and she started learning Brazil right from Nigeria. I've also registered with the online class she registered with.
Okay, so thank you so much. So there's another question I want to ask you right now, and I believe that many viewers will be more interested about this. Do you want to tell me something, about the visa process? I'm talking not the student visa for your wife. I'm talking about the family reunion visa. What has actually changed from your own perspective? I know you are not the consulate, so I just wanted to share your personal experience with us.
Thank you very much, sir. Sincerely, you have been a blessing, because ever since my wife got the application, the scholarship, I told you, and you've been guiding us. I remember you told me then that during your own time, you applied together with your family, and the old visa, the student visa, and the family reunion for your family were given at the same time. Yeah. So I thought it would work same way. So same day my wife applied for the student visa. We also did for the family reunion visa. Lo and behold, ours came out and ours were not out. So we discovered that the policy has actually changed. Like, the consulate sent us a mail, and she has to come to Brazil first, talking about why we're in Nigeria now. And when she did that, she has to send some documents. Example, the request for RNM. RNM is a document you cannot get outside Brazil. You have to be in Brazil before you get your RNM. They also ask for house agreement to show that you already has an apartment that can accommodate the family. Another document they said to send is authorization. Authorization letter that must be signed by Cartório, a Brazilian lawyer. So we had no option than to wait for her to get the old documents and send to us in Nigeria. Then when we got the document, we just emailed them to the consular, and then the process continue with our visa application.
Right, that's a very clear one. So was there, after your submission, was there at any time that you received an email, let's say from the consulate or from the consular now, asking you to do something, like you didn't do something very well, do it again, and back and forth? Was there any time like that?
Thank you very much for the nice question, sir. Sincerely, a lot of that. I'm not saying Brazil is embassy in Nigeria are not doing well. They are doing very well. But there's this particular area that I wish they can just make an adjustment. And there's this issue of documents requirements. Like, you cannot say these are the exact documents they need for the family reunion visa. Sometimes they will just send us a mail and they will say, please provide these and these documents. We will do that. After 3 days or 1 week again, they will make requests for another document, So they don't have this particular list of documents. Some of the documents they got from us, they asked me to provide. Some of my friends who also applied for the family reunion visas, they didn't ask them. And there are some they asked from them, some document they asked from them that they didn't ask me to provide. So I think as good as Brazil is and their embassy, they are doing very well. I think they can do better by giving us a general list that these are the documents you must provide. I think if they can do that, it will be very, very okay.
Yeah, so just in case, because we don't know where the length or the extent to which this video can get to. The first thing is that we are saying thank you to the Brazilian government, the consulate in Nigeria. They are doing a good job. For example, in my own case, I came to Brazil together with my family, and to know the time that I submitted my visa application to the time I got it was very superb. Like, I was wondering that, come on, what is happening? Because it was very short. And I'm also saying right now that you guys are doing a good job. And at the same time, we will appreciate if we can have a clear, just like you mentioned, like we can have a clear guideline on how family reunion process should look like, the required documents. So another thing I noticed is that beside the fact that we don't have a clear list of documents that is needed, I believe that there is one that they have on their site. Just that sometimes, even when you follow that, they will still tell you that, oh, something is missing, another. But beside that, when you are applying for family regional visa, make sure that all the documents that is requested from you provide them at the right time. Not only that, make sure that your documents are very clear. If you are going to be scanning, make sure that the scan is clear. If you are going to be doing whatever, make sure that everything follow, the required format, it follow the required procedure. Because this is one of the things, from my own understanding, this is one of the things that can actually delay, that can bring about back and forth and what have you. So thank you once again. Kudos to Brazilian government, kudos to the Brazil embassy in Nigeria. You guys are doing a great job, and we are praying God continue to help. Long live Brazil, long live Nigeria, and of course long live the embassy of Brazil in Nigeria. So now let me go to the next question. So since you came to Brazil, can you just tell me one of those things that you can refer as cultural shock?
Well, the first time, because when I came in, I was living in the school environment. Maybe hostel place was given to me to stay for some period of time, and I discovered that in Brazil they eat rice and beans without stew. And from where I'm coming from, it's not like that. I was shocked the first time. I was like, where is the soup? Everybody is just eating rice and beans, with good meat though. Mm-hmm. In fact, if that they gave to me I was like, but where is the stew? I find it difficult to eat that, but now I can see myself falling in love with the food. That even without stew, I'm eating, and that's just one of the things I noticed about Brazil. Well, to me, in the area of healthcare, I noticed that number one thing I noticed is that Brazilians, they are ready and willing to help. Mm-hmm. Even if you don't understand your language, because I noticed that from the airport at Sao Paulo. Okay. That even when you are asking someone, that the person did not even know you from anywhere, and the willingness and the cheerfulness in the heart of that person will give you joy. That no, this person is ready to help me. I noticed that from them. They are cheerful, and the one thing I noticed also is that any one of them that you came across, they will ask you, if you need anything, just ask me. If you need anything, just ask me. I was like, you see, everybody I'll be asking something. That's one thing I also love about them. They are cheerful, they are friendly generally, and they are willing and ready to help.
Right. Thank you so much. So my next question goes to you, sir. What can you, as couple, you must have seen some couples too in Brazil, like how can you relate that with your experience back home and what you are seeing right here?
A lot of difference, actually. A lot. For example, when I go out there in the streets, I see couples, age couples, dressing so funny and holding their hands, strolling. I do see age couples dressing so funny. And
what do you mean by dressing so funny?
Sir?
What do you mean by dressing so funny? Like, do they look like a comedian?
Dressing so funny, I say dressing so sexy in coats, sometimes with a singlet.
They are dressing like they expose too much of their body.
I just want to be moral, all right? I don't want to say something, all right? They dress like, let's say, young boys, young girls, like, the way they used to dress in Brazil now, and they will hold their hands and strolling on the streets, like having a walk. I mean, it's not something I do see in Nigeria. I'm talking about age people, somebody around 70, 80 years, and you see them there. Another one again, when we go to church, you see them in the church, like,
sit together.
They sit together, and sometimes
they put their hands like
in the church,
and they'll be like,
and Something happened actually when we were coming from Sao Paulo. The connecting flight we took, a couple actually sitting in front, and afternoon everywhere I saw them, both of them kissing in the afternoon in the plane. I love it actually. They are married, okay, as you can do anything to your wife, you are married, but to be kissing in the plane in the afternoon, like I'm like, God, what's this? So it's very funny but lovely. They have a pure heart. They don't see it as anything bad. It's not something like it's couple, all right, doing it to your wife, doing it to your husband. But so amazing, and I think it's very lovely, and I love that too actually.
I think, there's no lie that there is actually what we call public display of affection in Brazil. Is very common. There's no lie. That's okay. So now, for someone that might be intending to do a family reunion visa, what advice would you like to give to the person?
All right, thank you very much, sir. Just like you have said, one advice I will give is ensure you have all your documents intact. When the embassy, actually, I give kudos to the embassy. They are very, very good. There is something about Brazilian embassy in Nigeria I've not spoken about, and it's about the online application. Everything is online. We didn't have the struggle to go to the embassy in Abuja or Lagos for anything. Everything online. So just like you said earlier, ensure you get all your documents and provide them all they want you to provide. Once you do that, the embassy will actually not bother you. And also, when your documents are okay, I came into Brazil last week with 2 kids from the embassy in Nigeria down to Sao Paulo, down to the state where we are. No struggle with the security or anything. And the reason being that all my documents are okay. All the documents to cover the children. Brazil is one of the countries that is fighting woman trafficking, kids trafficking, child trafficking. So when you have your documents intact, you don't have problems. So my only advice is ensure you get your documents intact. You will not have problems.
All right. So I'm going to come back to some questions about the airport, but I want to ask your wife this question. What advice would you like to give to a prospective or someone that is intending to study in Brazil?
Okay. My advice is that maybe it's the wife or the husband that is coming, and you are afraid that will it be possible for my family to join me? And I will advise that very, very possible, because we are a living testimony. Don't be afraid. Just you come first, do all the necessary documentation, then follow the procedure at the embassy, and very soon you will see your family coming. At least from my own experience, just 5 months, and my family are already with me. Just put your hope in God and pray, and all will be well.
All right. Okay.
When she said 5 months, that doesn't mean the visa process took 5 months. All right. I think our visa process took 4 months.
Okay.
For others, I think I know someone whose visa process just took 3 months. I'm talking about the family reunion visa. So, but after my visa came out, I still have 1 or 2 things. I had 1 or 2 things to do. That was the reason why we added 1 month. So it took 4 months. So be at rest that your family will surely join you. That's it.
So I'm still, before I come back to you, sir, I still want to ask your wife this question, because the question I still want to talk. I want you to talk about the student aspects. Now that you've been, I don't know the course you are studying right now in Brazil, but now that you've had experience with students, with professors, talking about lecturers, you must have seen some facilities in the school. You must have seen, how going to school, how going to class, how lectures and all of that is. So would you advise someone to come and study in Brazil? Like, how would you rate the level of education?
Well, the level of education here is very good. I can say 95%. Yes, compared to where I'm coming from. Like for me, I don't have much experience in laboratory work.
Okay.
And seeing a lot of facilities I've not seen before. From where I'm coming from, it surprised me, and I will see myself as a master's student asking an undergraduate student, what is this thing used for? you know, I'm not shy because I want to learn.
Yeah.
And they will be asking me, do you have any laboratory experience? I said no, because I don't have. And they are even the one teaching me how to handle some of this equipment, because I know even a college student in our school, they are already they expose them to lab work. Back then, compared to our own, that even the master's student doesn't know anything about laboratory work. But I give kudos to them for that, because they are really doing well in that aspect. Want to, you are not learning theoretical aspect of everything. They want you to know the practical aspect, how to handle. Okay, if you want to do analysis, you do it yourself. And some of these instruments and some of the things I've been exposed to here, it amazed me when I compare it with where I'm coming from.
Right. Thank you so much. What would you say about job in Brazil? And if anybody is going to be coming to Brazil, what skill or set of skills you would advise them to learn?
Well, language and job in Brazil, they are twins, because you need to know, at least be at a certain level before you can get some high quality jobs. Okay. Jobs like that doesn't require much language. Okay. And jobs, you can get that. But if you want to get a high-paid job, you need to learn the language, at least to a level. Okay. You need to learn how to communicate in a little way about yourself. Yes.
Thank you so much. So, to you, sir, what skill do you think someone should learn, should acquire before coming to Brazil, that can make them, marketable, that can easily make them to get a job?
Skills in high demand, all right? So I think Brazil is a very big country. So know the state you are going to, all right? A skill that is very, very okay in Sao Paulo might not be very, very okay in Goiás, all right? And just like that. So know where you are going to, make your research, know some of the in-demand skills in the state or in the city where you are going to, and prepare yourself. And just like you said earlier, my wife said earlier, ensure you work on your language skill. Linear skill like air plating, air braiding, okay. Like bricklayering. Some of these skills doesn't require you to speak English.
Okay. Like planting.
Portuguese.
Sir, you were saying something? Okay, yeah, speak Portuguese. And IT, for example, you can do well in IT in any country or in any city. Above all this, no matter the skill one is learning or is trying to acquire, ensure you work on the language aspect.
So now, from what you have said, both of you have said, if anybody is planning to come to Brazil, there are two categories of skills they can learn. Soft, I won't call it the soft skill, but skills like plumbing, skills like bricklaying, they can learn that. And you can also learn some IT skills. And you can also, so I will also add to it that if you are planning to come to Brazil, adding to the IT skills, you can learn being a virtual assistant. You can learn so many things, like you can even learn social media manager. There are so many skills that are sellable. And one of the skills that is also sellable in Brazil is you being able to teach. If you can teach, it's one of the jobs that you can easily get. For school, do they serve food? Do you eat in school? Do you have opportunity of eating in school?
Yes, but for free.
For free? You don't pay 1 reais or 2 reais?
No. In my old school, no.
Are you kidding me? In my school, we still pay small amount, but what we pay is totally incomparable to the food you have access to.
No, my own is free. Even if you have visitors, they will also give them food for free.
I think I will be visiting Goiás very soon. I will be visiting your school very soon so that I can experience the free food. So guys, thank you so much. I really want to appreciate you for joining me and for all the insights you have shared with us. And I'm wishing you a successful stay in Brazil. I'm praying that you will see your goals, your dreams coming to realization by the mercies of God. So once again, thank you. And viewers at home, I want to appreciate you for viewing this video to this moment. And if you are yet to subscribe, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share with someone that may be planning to come to Brazil. Until I see you in the next video. Até breve. Ciao, ciao.